Picture this. It's midnight in Rio, you're standing under a 200-year-old aqueduct. Samba is pouring out of every doorway and thousands of people are dancing in the street. Welcome to Lapa, the neighborhood everyone talks about, but few foreigners truly understand. So what exactly is Lapa? It's a historic neighborhood in central Rio, built around the iconic Lapa Arches, an 18th century aqueduct that's now the symbolic gateway to the city's most vibrant nightlife scene. Every weekend, this place transforms into an open-air party. Now, Lapa has a reputation, and not all of it is fair. Yes, it's crowded. Yes, you need to be smart about safety, but it's also one of the most authentic cultural experiences you can have in Brazil. And dismissing it because of fear means missing the heartbeat of Rio. In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know to experience Lapa safely and authentically in 2026. The best nights to go, which bars to hit, what time to arrive, how much to budget, and the safety rules that actually matter. Let's start with the #1 question every traveler asks. Is Lapa dangerous? Here's the truth. Lapa has challenges, but it's not the war zone some forums make it out to be. The key is understanding when and how to visit, not avoiding it altogether. According to Rio's tourism data, incidents involving tourists in Lapa have decreased by 32% since 2022, thanks to increased police presence and better lighting infrastructure. The neighborhood is safer now than it's been in years, but that doesn't mean you skip the precautions. Rule #1, go on Friday or Saturday night. Those are the nights when Lapa is packed with locals, bars are at full capacity, and police presence is highest. Avoid weeknights or Sundays when the area is quieter and feels less secure. Crowds equal safety here. Rule #2, arrive after 11 p.m., leave before 3 a.m. Lapa doesn't come alive until late. If you show up at 9, it's empty and awkward. But staying past 3 means the crowd thins out, bars start closing, and that's when you want to be in your Uber heading home. Rule #3, leave your valuables at the hotel. Don't bring your passport, don't wear flashy jewelry, don't carry your DSLR around your neck. Take one credit card, some cash for drinks, and your phone in your front pocket. Travel light, blend in, enjoy yourself. Rule #4, use Uber or 99 to get in and out. Do not walk to Lapa from Copacabana or Ipanema at night. Those routes cross poorly lit areas. And when you're ready to leave, order your ride from inside a bar, not while standing on the street corner alone. And rule #5, stick to the main streets. The heart of Lapa is Avenida Mem de Sá and Rua Joaquim Silva, right around the arches. Those streets are packed, well-lit, and full of bars. Don't wander into the narrow side alleys looking for adventure. That's where problems happen. Okay, safety covered. Now let's talk about why you're actually going to Lapa. The music. This neighborhood is the birthplace of Rio's samba revival, and on any given Friday night you'll find live bands in nearly every bar, playing traditional samba, coro, and Brazilian jazz. The most famous venue is Rio Cenarium, a 3-story antique-filled bar that feels like stepping into a museum. Except the museum has a samba band on every floor. It's touristy, yes, but it's touristy for a reason. The atmosphere is unreal and the music is world-class. But here's the insider tip. If you want a more local vibe, skip Cenarium and head to Carioca da Gema or Casa da Mãe Joana. Smaller venues, cheaper drinks, and the crowd is mostly Brazilian. You'll hear the same incredible music, but you'll feel like you've discovered a secret. Now you're probably wondering, do I need to know how to samba to enjoy this? Absolutely not. Nobody cares if you can dance. The beauty of Lapa is that everyone's a little drunk, everyone's smiling, and the vibe is come as you are. Just move, have fun, don't overthink it. Let's talk drinks. The drink of Lapa is the caipirinha, Brazil's national cocktail. Cachaça, lime, sugar, ice. Every bar makes them. Most are strong, and they cost between 15 and 30 reais depending on the venue. Start with one, pace yourself, trust me on this. And here's a tip. If a street vendor offers you a caipirinha in a plastic cup, it's cheaper, but it's also usually much stronger and made with questionable ice. Stick to the bars if you want to avoid, let's say, an unplanned early exit from the party. Now let's talk budget. A typical night in Lapa for one person, Uber to and from Lapa, is about 40 reais round trip. Cover charge at a samba bar is usually 30 to 60 reais. Add 3 or 4 drinks, maybe a snack, and you're looking at around 150 to 200 reais total. That's about 35 to 40 US dollars for an unforgettable night of live music, dancing, and culture. Compare that to a nightclub in Miami or New York, and you'll realize Lapa offers incredible value if you go with a plan and don't get taken by inflated tourist prices. Okay, next question. What about food? Lapa isn't a dining neighborhood. It's a drinking and dancing neighborhood. Most bars serve petiscos, Brazilian bar snacks like fried pastéis, bolinhos de bacalhau, and coxinhas. Think of them as fuel between drinks, not a proper meal. My advice: eat before you go to Lapa. Have a proper dinner in Ipanema, Copacabana, or Santa Teresa, then head to Lapa around 11. That way you're not starving at 1 a.m. trying to find real food in a neighborhood built for nightlife, not restaurants. Now let's talk about the history, because Lapa isn't just a party district. It's a neighborhood with soul. The Lapa Arches were built in 1750 to bring water from the Santa Teresa Hills into the city. They're one of the oldest structures in Rio, and they've watched this neighborhood transform over centuries. By the 1920s, Lapa was Rio's bohemian heart. Poets, musicians, and artists gathered in its bars and brothels. Then it fell into decay. By the 80s, Lapa was nearly abandoned. But in the 2000s, the neighborhood was revived, and now it's once again the cultural epicenter of Rio nightlife. And here's something most tourists don't realize. The Santa Teresa tram runs right over the Lapa Arches. During the day, you can ride this historic yellow tram from downtown Rio up to the artsy hilltop neighborhood of Santa Teresa. It's one of the most scenic rides in the city. So, here's the perfect Rio itinerary. Take the tram to Santa Teresa in the afternoon, explore the neighborhood, watch the sunset, then Uber down to Lapa at 11 p.m. for the nightlife. You get history, art, views, and samba all in one day. That's the Rio experience. Now, what about solo travelers? Is Lapa safe if you're going alone? Honestly, it's better to go with a friend or join a group. But if you're solo, join a pub crawl or use apps like Meetup or Couchsurfing to find other travelers heading to Lapa that night. The truth is, Lapa is actually more fun with others. Samba is a social experience. It's about dancing with strangers, sharing a table, clinking glasses with someone you just met. Solo travel is amazing, but Lapa rewards extroversion. Don't be shy, talk to people, join the party. Let's talk about what to wear. Lapa is not a dress-up scene. Jeans and a t-shirt are perfect. Comfortable shoes are essential because you'll be standing and dancing for hours on cobblestone streets. Leave the heels at home, this is not the time. And speaking of shoes, Rio gets hot even at night. Lapa in summer, which is December to March, can feel like a sauna with 1,000 people packed into narrow streets. Wear breathable clothes, stay hydrated, and remember, sweating is part of the experience. And honestly, in Lapa, music is the universal language. You don't need to speak Portuguese to feel the rhythm, clap along, or dance. Brazilians are incredibly welcoming. If you smile and show genuine interest, you'll be pulled into the party no matter what language you speak. Now let's address a question I get constantly. Is Lapa just for young backpackers, or can families and older travelers enjoy it too? The answer is, Lapa at night is loud, crowded, and high energy. It's not a family-friendly environment, but during the day it's a different story. If you're traveling with kids or prefer a quieter vibe, visit Lapa during the day. Walk under the arches, take the tram, explore the historic buildings, and grab lunch at a nearby cafe. You get the history and the architecture without the chaos. It's a completely different neighborhood in daylight. And here's a hidden gem. Right next to Lapa is the Escadaria Celarón, the famous staircase covered in colorful tiles from around the world. It's one of Rio's most photographed spots, and it's literally a 5-minute walk from the arches. Visit during the day when it's less crowded. So here's your complete Lapa checklist. Go on Friday or Saturday after 11 p.m. Uber there and back. Leave valuables at the hotel. Stick to the main streets. Visit Rio Cenarium or a smaller local bar. Have 2 or 3 caipirinhas. Dance even if you can't. Leave by 3 a.m. Done. Follow that plan, and you'll have one of the most memorable nights of your Brazil trip. Lapa isn't dangerous if you're smart. It's not overrated if you know where to go. And it's not just for locals. It's for anyone willing to step into the rhythm and let Rio show you what nightlife really means. Now, before we wrap up, let me share one last thought. Lapa represents everything I love about Brazil. It's messy, it's loud, it's unpredictable, and it's alive in a way that few places on Earth are. You won't find this energy in a resort. You won't find it in a guidebook. You find it under an aqueduct at midnight, dancing with strangers to a 200-year-old rhythm, drinking a drink that tastes like Brazil itself, and realizing this is why you travel. Not for safety, not for comfort, but for moments that make you feel alive. That's Lapa. If this guide helped you feel more confident about visiting Lapa, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. This channel exists to give you honest, practical advice about traveling Brazil, and subscribing helps YouTube show these videos to more people who need them. It's free, it helps, and I genuinely appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the real Brazil. Lapa is waiting for you under the arches where the samba never stops and the caipirinhas are always cold. See you in Rio. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring. This is Traveling Brazil.